So hello again. Today we're going to talk about firewall policy, and this is actually a very important topic. We're going to talk about firewall policy, and we've learned how to set it up in previous session. And we've done already some initial configuration. Now we just need to know the IP so we can access it. Admin 13005 config system interface. So this is what I did basically. I added a port here. I connected the PC here on port 2, and this is the internet. Okay, so this network will be 192.168.1.0. This is the internal network. /24. So this one will be 1.2. This will be 1.1. Okay, this is the external network, which will be port 1. Get. So it will be 192.168.129.0. 192.168.129.0 /24. So this is the network. So let's access the IP 192.168.129.136. Okay, so our goal is to ping from this PC. Okay, right now already it's pinging because I've configured the firewall. So let's just revert back to the original settings. Okay, and you can put it back to the original setting by just putting the go to firewall policy here, and this is what I added. So you can just remove it, or yeah, this is basically delete this one. You can delete it from here. Yeah, so now we don't have anything. This is how it is out of the box. When you get a firewall out of the box, you go to the firewall policy here. You're going to get only one rule, one policy: implicit deny. It means that nothing will work if you connect this directly to your network. Internet will not work. You will not have any access to the web or anything, because it's completely saying deny everything from any source to any destination, always, and service all, and action deny. Okay, let's talk one by one. Name means just a name that you can type. It can be anything. This is manually defined, right? Source means from which IP you want to send. Like, for example, let's create a new here. This is the name. Okay, I want, right now the ping is not working, right? So I want to enable the ping. Okay, from LAN to 1. Okay, I want to enable ping, only ping. Okay, I put this name. Okay, and before adding policies, we have two types: incoming interface and outgoing interface. And we have to have a look at, you go to network interfaces. Before creating a policy, it's better if you have a look at this one. As you can see, we have two interfaces. Port 1 here. This is the first interface. Okay, it's using the HCP. It's getting internet from the DHCP. Yeah, this is the physical port, and these are the ports that are services that are allowed, all that. So we can go back and check this is port this is port 2. We assign manually here the IP, and the role here we can make it like LAN. Okay, role we have LAN 1 and DMZ, right? LAN will be the internal network, 1 will be the external network, DMZ is separate. And click OK here, and also this one, make it, don't forget to give it a LAN. Keep it like, mention it's 1, put it OK. So this is it. So these are the ports. Next you have to check the addresses, set the addresses. You go to policies, addresses here. Okay, you go to addresses here. We have address here, address. Let's create a new address. Let's create a new address. Okay, let's say you want to mention your LAN address, LAN address. Okay, so we have 3 options. We can use the subnet. Okay, if it is like a single PC or something, we can mention here, like, or a single network, you can just mention here like this, 192.168.1.0.24, or you can mention it this way, 255.255.255.0. So that's it. And there is another type also. You can use the IP range, like for example like this one, 192.168.1.1.2 up to 192.168.1.255. Okay, you can also use the FQDN. This is like, for example, let's say you want to add a policy for google.com. You can just type google.com because when they change the IP of Google, okay, it will automatically resolve the DNS using the FortiGate DNS from here. Since it has already, it will automatically resolve it. You don't have to manually enter the IP every time Google changes the IP. So this is also one option, FQDN, fully qualified domain name. And you can also use the geography. You can, if you want to block the entire country, you can block based on the country here. If you want to block, like, you can, yeah, if you want to block by MAC address, you can do it here. And dynamic, yeah, but mainly what we use in production environment are these 3: subnet, IP range, and fully qualified domain name. So let's just use the IP range for now. And interface, let's put the interface here. The address will be, it's on LAN, right? Port 2. The comment, no need to put any comments. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so I just created an address here. I called it LAN address. Okay, the next step, what we will do is go to the services. Like, let me go to the services here, policies on objects and services. Here you can see all the services already predefined on FortiGate by FortiGate. Like for example, here it tells you all TCP, all UDP, all ICMP, HTTP, HTTPS, SNB, FTP, IMAP. This is for email services, right? IMAP, POP3, SNTP. All this is good. If you remember also the port number, it's nice, 143.110 POP3, SNTP is 25. This is for receiving network services. DNS here, 53, DHCP, NTP, OSPF, authentication, remote access, SSH here. All the services are here already. So you can use the existing services. Also, you don't have to select manually. Yeah, you don't have to select one by one. Also, you can choose like emails, like groups here, firewall groups. Here, for example, if you choose emails access service, it includes all the the protocols that you need to enable to access email, to make email work in your internal network. Here, Exchange service, web access, DNS, HTTP, HTTPS, Active Directory. So if you want to create, let's say the protocol you need is not here, so you can create here service. Okay, you can create here any service here, and protocol, destination of QND, and port number here. You can put the port number here, destination port and external port, and specify the source port. If you want, you can do that. But let's see here. This is for POP3. This is how it is done. You see, POP3. They put it in a category. Okay, and this is the protocol type, IP range, and you just put the 995 here. Okay, so let's go to SMTP. Yeah, the same concept for all. Okay, now let's create the policy here, firewall policy. Okay, let's create new here. Okay, let's create a policy to give LAN to one ping access. Okay, ping, or let's just give it ping just for the sake of test purpose. Let's just allow one ping here. Incoming interface will be, we are going to get it from LAN, right, the internal network, and outgoing interface we'll choose port 1, which is the one. Source, the source, it will be the LAN address, the one that we created, our internal network address that we created. Destination, it can be all. Okay, you don't have to specify specific destination. Okay, but if you want, you can make it like to ping google.com. One second, we can add actually something here. Fully qualified domain. Let's just mention google.com here. Okay, no, not google.com. Let's google.com. Okay, we can keep it fully qualified domain, google.com. Interface, make it from LAN. Okay, yeah, I just added that one, but I don't know where it is. 1 second. Google.com, or keep it all for now and we'll check it later. Service is the one that we created. Okay, you want to enable all SMP, you can put it here, or you can just choose search ping here, which is much faster. This ping. Okay, and yeah, choose ping. So we have here accept, you can deny or accept. Okay, we'll just click it, accept here, what action you need, and this one we'll go through it later. So now let's click OK, ping. Okay, so now I did this. Okay, and now it should be pinging. The ping should work. It should work because the LAN address actually, 1 second. Yeah, it is allowed, and once allowed. Okay, let's see, the service ping is allowed, and let's go and see here. And now it is disabled. Okay. So ping to 1.2.1.5 to destination and put it all, ping to all. Okay, and you have to remember to add also the deny, like deny all here. Put it from LAN to 1, and the source make it from our LAN address destination. Put it all. Service again, put it all. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we call implicit deny. This you shouldn't forget. This should be at the last. It will check from top to bottom. It will check first if ping it is allowed, then it will move to the next and the next. That's how it works. But this one has to be deny actually. Yeah, the deny all. It has to be deny all. So this is how it is. So now it should work actually. One second. Let's check. Let's just ping it again. Something is not right here. One second. Show IP. Okay, the IP is fine here. Let's see on the port admin. Config system interface. Edit port 2 get. So ping is enabled. Okay, everything seems to be in order here, but let's check it end here. Let's execute ping if we have access to the internet or not from the firewall. Ping 8.8.8.8. Yeah, so we don't have, there is no issue here. We have access to the internet. So the issue is for the connection between the PC and to the firewall. So let's check again. Again, we're getting this one. So it's definitely the connection between the firewall and the cable. Let's just reload this one. Let's see, and add the IP again. IP add IP 192.168 1.2 255.255.255.0 192.168.1.1. Let's try something else. It doesn't have to be Google. It's all allowed. Let's check why this is happening. Yeah, but I tried ping. Maybe the issue is limited to ping. Let's try the all for 1 second. Let's just see. Let's try all and see what happens. It's actually same. So this is definitely not from the destination LAN address to the 9. Let's put the LAN address here. Let's put it all here and see. Might be an issue from the I think it's this port. This is not the issue. So let's just go back to this one, put it as it was before, because I don't think the issue is from the policy. The policy is actually configured correctly, and there's nothing much we need to do, but I had to check. That's it. So the policy is fine. But not is disabled. Why? I don't know. Yeah, the issue was not. See, now it's pinging correctly. The main issue was not actually. This one not was disabled for some reason. Let's see, where did we yeah, this one was disabled. Make sure that not is enabled. Yeah, we'll talk about it in details in the next session, the not, but basically that's the idea. Okay, let me show you how it works now that I have now that we have made it pink. Okay, what will happen if we just put this deny all on the top and put ping on the bottom? You see, the ping stopped working. The reason for this is like how it works is how firewall policies work is that they go through by an order from top to bottom. Okay, so if you put deny all at the beginning, it's going to deny everything, right? Implicit deny at the top, it's going to deny. So you should put the allow first on the top, what's the ports that you need to allow, and put deny at the bottom. Okay, so it will only allow the ports that you specify on the top, and deny when it reaches at the last one, this one, to deny all other things. Deny all other things. Let's say, for example, let's make it like a real world configuration. Okay, let's think about what we have in a company. Okay, let's say LAN to 1 or email access. Let's just mention email access. Okay, or not email access, let's keep it web access. Web access, let's start with web access. Okay, you need to have access to the internet, right? So the incoming interface is going to be LAN here, outgoing is going to be the one here, source is going to be the LAN address here, and destination it's going to be all, right? The schedule here, schedule means like you can specify, like for example, if you're working in a company, you can add the start time and end time. Okay, like for this rule to be effective, it doesn't have to be effective or implemented every time. It can be based on schedule you specify. You can specify the schedule from here, policies object, and we have schedules here from here. Okay, you can create a new schedule from here, and you can put the name, you can put the days here, the time, start time, like maybe you're working from 9 to 5, you can mention here 9 5. Only this rule will apply to only this time. And the services here, I'm going to enable, I can manually choose HTTP, HTTPS, or I can choose also DNS, right? I can do it manually, or I can just use the groups that's already specified here. You see, web access already, DNS, HTTP, HTTPS are members of the web access group. So I'll just add this, and then I'll click OK. So now we have web access. Again, we have to make sure the order is correct. Okay, this one cannot be here, it has to be actually web access. Yeah, the more specific should be on the top. Yeah, so this is one. And let's do email access. Okay, most companies have they need email, right? So let's configure email access. Port internal will be LAN, outside will be port 1. The source is going to be the LAN address that we created. Destination, make it, you can put it specific Gmail, or you can put it all, yeah, it's fine. Service, again I can choose IMAP S and POP3 this manually, right? Or I can just go through the group just like we did for the web. Check here the email access, already all of the protocols are members on this group, service group, right? So all I have to do is just make sure the NAT is on and OK. Again, I have to arrange it this way. this way. Yeah. So, and then what I have to do is that I have to basically, this is it, but we can add SSH as well. SSH for security, for to access it using SSH, to access the firewall using SSH. We can put it like incoming, make it from LAN, and outgoing, make it from port 1. No, actually I want to be able to access even from outside the internet the SSH. Okay, I think I will have to use this one, port 1, and we can enable that. This is how we can enable it, by adding it on putting 1 to LAN configuration. So basically that's what it is. This is the schedules, we've talked about it, services, we've talked about it, and the internet service database. This one actually we need to check one time. Like this is basically, let's say we go to the firewall policy here, create new, and when you go to services here, we have two options. Not services, actually these are service and service groups, right? And we have on the on the destination or source, yes, whether you, yeah, on source, for example, you can check here. Now let's do it on the destination, internet service here. Let's say you want to block someone completely from this services, like let's say Adobe here. You can just disable completely here all the ports here. You can mention for anyone who visits this site will not be able to access this site. Like now, if I visit adobe.com, I won't be able to access. Let's see, source. Let's say the source is from the LAN, right? Yeah, so I can mention like this to prevent access to specific sites. There's one thing that we need to see actually. The policies, there are a few things that we need to know how to do that will help us navigate the policy easier. Like example, this is to search policy lookup here. You can search here by the name if you want, okay, or you can search by any other field. Here, policy lookup, let's say you want all the policies on that incoming interface from this LAN, from this plan, and yeah, let's say you want this one. Okay, let's search. This field is required IP address that are going to let's say they're going to 8.8.8.8. yeah, you can specify the address here and click search. You'll see from there, and you can also filter by here, by contain, does not contain, rejects. It will allow you to filter from here. And there is an option also to choose, like for example here, let's say you don't want to see the name, you can just remove it from here and apply no more name. But you can put it back like by clicking here and adding it back. Here's the name, right? Now it will show. It's showing at the back here. You can put it back here. See how smooth it is. This you can rearrange source destination as you feel, as you see fit. This is the bytes. Remember when we ping, all the pings are showing here. right? These are the bytes. Okay, you can see the bytes from here as well. Logs, you can see it from here. And we have by sequence. Okay, let's add the ID. We have something here, ID here. This ID is not available, but let's add it here. We can add it here. It's here, and let's add it here. You see this ID? This is basically the order by which it was created. Like first, what we created was ping, right? The first rule policy we created was ping. Then we created deny all. Then we created this web access, then email access. This is the order at which we created. And let's make it by sequence. Yeah, so right now interface by pair view. So this are pair. Okay, we can make it by sequence here if you like. By sequence. This is this view. This also looks better. And you can modify, you can move around from here and here. And also, let's say you don't want to use this rule. You don't have to delete it, but you want to use it later on. You don't have to actually delete this policy. You can just disable it from here. Set status, disable. So this policy will be disabled. Okay, and then later on, if you want, you can enable it from here. Okay, and let's say you want to create a new policy, but there is another way also. You can just copy this policy, paste it again above or below. Let's say you paste it above. See, creates the copy of this policy. You can delete it, delete the policy, and yeah, this now there is an option here, show matching logs. It will show you all the logs, but the problem is we disabled the logging here. But let's see what it will show us. Nothing, no results. The reason is because we have already disabled here the logs. Let's enable it here. UTM. Let me show you how it is enabled from the from here. Here, log allowed traffic. If you want to log only the allowed traffic, you can just click log allowed traffic here. Security events or all sessions. All sessions or security events. Okay. Let's click OK. Okay. Now it's going to log all. Let's test. Let's go to the JNS tree, the PC, and it's pinging again. So let's go. Now it's generating the log, right? Let's check show matching logs again. Show matching logs, or we can just go to the system logs and report here. We can see forward traffic. Okay, not sure if it's actually pinging here. What's pinging? It's actually pinging. So local traffic events, nothing to, yeah, this is the log forward traffic. Right now it's showing actually, because it was not showing because of the filter. There was a filter there, that's why it was not showing. Let's go back to the here. Let's show matching logs. You see, these are the logs. Okay, this is the pings that we are making right now. Okay, you can see that from this source to this destination, and this is the ping, this is the policy ID. So this is an easier way to check. You can do it from here, and policy, show matching log, and you can also export here the things. Basically that's what policies are, main things that we need to understand. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and thank you.